Welcome back to Pinkvilla Tech, and today we have a special guest with us today. That's my cat Ev. But there's a reason why he's here. It's not just a live prop, but we have the Dyson V11 vacuum cleaner with us today, and he is gonna help us understand, because with a pet like him, he's a Persian, and I have a lot of problem with respect to the fur. Like if you zoom in, you'll be able to see a lot of fur on my t-shirt already. It's black. So I do have personally faced a lot of issues with the kind of fur that comes out from Elf himself. Now the Dyson V11 vacuum cleaner is a stick style vacuum cleaner. It has a replaceable battery as well. We have one right here. We're going to start with the unboxing. Elf, go ahead and play with this. That's big. Let's unbox this. If you want to go in here, here, go inside. Okay. And that's how we get rid of your cat. Ah, no, I'm just joking. Hey, come out, bro. That's that. Let's unbox this guy. Pretty excited. Now, the Dyson V11 is the flagship vacuum cleaner for Dyson. They have other cheaper variants as well. Now this, in India, sits at the very top of the food chain where the stick vacuum cleaners are concerned from Dyson. Oh, and I love the packaging in itself. Let me turn this around. If you want to see what's inside, this is your top end attachment that goes to the extension, if I may. This is the longest extension that we have here. This is in case you want to, when you're standing upright and vacuuming, you can use this extension. Also, when you're trying to reach hard to reach places like on the ceiling, looks pretty neat, huh? I love the color. This is again for your ceiling when you're trying to take out cobwebs. Oh, look what I found. And then this is your brush when you're trying to get into tricky, smaller places. Okay, this is your flexible tube. So hard to reach places, maybe underneath your sofa, your tables, and it extends as well. This is the wall mount where your charger will sit on. And this is, so it fits into place. You plug it in. It's for the wall mount. Thank you. Okay, this is your main roller here. For your carpets, your floor. Packing this up is going to be an issue. Whoa, the whole texture and feel to this. I love the color overall. See, check this out. This is an angular one. So you want to scoop down below your bed at an angle. This will help you. This is angular. And the one that I placed here is a straight one. Here we have the charger. And then we have, and the number of attachments that Dyson provides in box itself is just amazing. I've not seen this happen with anyone yet. And then this is another small roller. So we have three rollers here. One is an angular, one is a proper straight one, which is here. It's like a space gun. It's like a beam gun. I'm shooting, reloading, reload. So you have three modes here. First one is the eco mode, where you'll have a longer run time, but this will run at the slowest speed. Then is medium, so you'll have a much more powerful suction as compared to the eco mode, but you'll have a lesser run time as compared to the eco mode. And then is the boost mode, where you'll have the best possible suction coming out of the Dyson V11, but then you'll have very less run time of this. So we've got all the attachments out, we've got the charger here, we've got everything possible, and there are a lot of things that we're going to try out here. But the first thing that we're going to do is put the extension. This is the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro. this thing goes in here. So this acts as an attachment, especially when you want to mop the floors or reach those unreachable places. Now, you can use the extension tube, or you can directly use the attachments onto the vacuum directly. So, for example, if I had to vacuum this table right now, I could use that. And it weighs around 2.1 kg, so it's not really heavy. But then, yeah, extended period of time, your arm might tend to get tired a bit. So then you can use it as a gun. You can use both your arms, or you can switch your arms. Still gonna work just fine. You know what? I can rather get used to this. Oh, and you can see that the hair is captured here. It's rotating. So it's a bagless vacuum cleaner, so you don't really need a bag. Every time you want to just flush things out, and there goes the hair. How convenient is that? Let's try another attachment. Let's try cleaning some floor there. Now we've tried the mop, we'll try the angular mop here. The advantage with this is, since it's got a moving elbow joint, this will help you get into places which are difficult to place. Like for example, that sofa that we're going to vacuum underneath the sofa, it's going to help us with that. Let's try it out. The brush here has two sort of settings. One is the normal brush, or you could use this for cobwebs as well. What we're going to do is we're going to try this one behind that cabinet there and see how this works. Now there's another interesting fact about this is when you're vacuuming a lot, there is a bin here and there's a marking for it. So there's a max level written here. So the max level is where you can fill up the bin to, and then you've got to empty it before you start using again. So if you're cleaning your house after a very long time, or maybe if your house is situated close to the roads, you're going to have a lot of dust. So I would advise that the moment you're somewhere close to that max level, just empty it. It's quite easy. Now let's try this small funnel here and clean out the small crevices between the sofa. That's right. Now our office chairs have been dusty as well, so we'll try cleaning them with the Dyson. The camera can capture this. This is the cleaned one. This is not. Now a lot of people are wondering how to clean this thing, and it's fairly simple. It does look like a weapon, but I still can't get over it. To start with, first disconnect the battery, and then if you pan down, pull out your dust compartment. When you pull that out, it locks into place, but just below that there is a release lever right here. So you press that. You could see it's the release lever. Press it and then pull it out. That's the dust compartment. Now at the back you have a filter. Twist it anti-clockwise and then pull it out. Now your Dyson V11 is ready for cleaning. This is ready for cleaning. Additionally, there is something else that I'd like to show you. The assembly again is fairly simple. The air filter is locked in. The dust compartment is locked in. Close the dust compartment. Then you put in the battery. There is one feature that I wanted you guys to see. So right here at the head of the vacuum cleaner, there are these points. Now these provide electricity or power current to moving parts which are at the end of the product. This can be these parts, and even the boom mic that is there, the extender that is there, has those connections running. So if I connect this here, That provides power to the motor inside this hub here, which will then rotate this roller here. And that's why, since even the smallest of the details is planned out, thought of, that's why when you pay a little extra, you get a little extra. So we did the vacuuming just with the amount of battery that we got out of the box, and in spite of that, we were able to demonstrate most of the things that we did here. Now this does take around 4.5 hours to charge, but with that you get around 60 minutes of working time. Now when I say 60 minutes, that's averaging out between the boost mode, the medium mode and the eco mode. So if you're using it on eco mode, maybe it will just have a run time which might extend beyond 60 minutes, but if you're only using the boost mode, you might have a lesser amount of run time. But the overall versatility of this thing, like I can also use this for cleaning my car. I can carry it around wherever I go. It's just so much more practical than what we see, and that's where you're able to justify the cost. The other advantage with this is, since this is battery operated, Dyson has not provided inbuilt batteries. It's a swappable battery. So in due course of time, when you feel that the batteries are growing weaker, you will be able to replace this, and that's a neat touch. For instance, when you're thinking about sustainability, it's a well thought of. So my take on the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro, it's amazing. Yes, it's a bit expensive, but then with what you get for the money that you pay, it's just an amazing piece of tech to have. And for a person who loves tech, I think this is something that I would like to have in my house for cleaning on a regular basis, especially when I have a pet. I get my pet for that. After I find it, he's going to have to sleep somewhere. And for more such tech related videos, do subscribe to us, do share among your friends and family. And if there's anything in particular that you guys would like us to cover, do leave us a comment. Have a good evening ahead.